Hi, I'm Rick Dancer, and we're here with the Watercooler with Patricia Wigney, and you are the director here at the Bridgeway House. And we've just seen a video on what that is. Talk to me about autism, because we have, Eugene, Springfield has a high population of folks with autism, on the autism spectrum, don't we?
We do. We have one of the higher numbers in the nation here in Lane County.
Why is that? Do we know?
There's multiple reasons why. Better diagnosing here, better services, and more acceptance. Even though we need to have more acceptance in our community, more education, Eugene does a really good job of it.
What don't we know about, what doesn't the general population understand about folks with autism?
Well, that they're just like you and me. They just think differently and need things done differently in their lives, structured differently.
Very black and white?
For some, yes. Yes. Lacking social skills is a really big piece of Asperger's and autism.
And there's a spectrum. It used to be called, on one end was Asperger's and at the other end was autism, and now they are different in the way they process and do things, but it's in terms of services for kids especially, it's all been grouped together.
It has been grouped together. Medically now it's a diagnosis called autism spectrum disorder. They put it under one umbrella, so it's referred to as ASD.
Are there just a lot of people, what I find the more I learn about this is a lot of people I know just out in everyday life are on that spectrum and are vital humans working in the community doing all these kind of things, but just think differently than what is considered the population base.
That's right. More than likely everybody knows somebody on the spectrum. You may think you don't, but you do. It may be your doctor, it may be the lawyer that you work with, or the boy that delivers your newspapers.
You said more acceptance. What would it look like? You're with these children every day. What do they need most from the folks out there in the community, really?
Tolerance. If you're in a supermarket and you see a child melting down in a way that you've never seen, to not make a judgment of the parent, of the child, to think that maybe they have something else going on, to think differently, to think maybe those lights are bothering them, or the noise, or too many people, or something we don't even hear ourselves. So there's a lot of tolerance, patience, and that go into accepting and understanding that they're wired differently.
The more you understand about this condition, the more you start all of a sudden looking at folks and going, you know, maybe I'm not as weird as I thought I was.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you start looking at people and thinking, maybe that's really just something that is just to color the world in a different way than it is that they're weird and different and odd. Mm-hmm. Because I think we're, like you said, we're all kind of different and odd in our own ways.
We are. It's a human spectrum. And working in the field, I work with so many children and adults with autism. When I go out supposedly with the typical people, I find that they're difficult to deal with, where I'm so clear to communicate with people with autism. They know exactly what they want and exactly how to do it, and it needs to be clear for them.
And the honesty. You know what?
Oh yes, very honest.
Yeah. You will not walk away knowing that if something you did was inappropriate or wrong, you will know it, won't you?
You know exactly where you stand with the person with autism.
Well, thank you for joining us on the Watercooler. Just for me personally, I love what you do. I think it makes a huge difference for a lot of people in our community, and kudos to you, and thanks for being with us today.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.